Hey everyone, welcome back to a brand new video. Today I am bringing you guys a match versus the best player, the guy who's considered to be the best player in EA Sports UFC 2. His name is Kenetic NRG. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys have heard about him. The guy's lethal. There's no other way around it. He understands the game in ways that you cannot imagine, in ways that I don't even begin to understand. He's just a very, very good gamer when it comes to EA Sports UFC 2. Now, I am playing as Kelvin Gastelum. He is Tyron Woodley, and we're going to have a fight. Now, one important thing to note about this particular fight, and the reason why I'm posting it, is it's important that I mention that a big reason why I'm posting this fight is because I want to give respect where respect is due. That's one thing that I value. That's one thing I believe in. I believe in giving respect where it's due, and I have criticized Kenetic NRG. I've criticized him for his fight style. He has criticized me for my fight style. We've had exchanges a few times in the, numerous times, and I've always considered high-level players in the game to be unrealistic players. The way that I look at their style, and I consider it really ugly. I don't think it represents MMA, the way these guys fight. They parry, they try to clinch repeatedly. They throw unrealistic combinations. And very rarely do you run into a high-level player, especially someone who really understands the game like Kenetic NRG does. And very rarely do you run into these guys and they actually play the game realistically and do well. Usually when they try, at least the ones I've run into on PlayStation 4, when they try to play realistically, they usually get their ass whooped. But it was the complete opposite with Kenetic. He was lethal, man, just straight up lethal. And when the fight started, as it was going on, I mean, in round number 1, the first minute of the first round, I realized there was something different here. There was something different here that I don't experience every day, even when I face the top 10 in PlayStation. It's the skill difference is so glaring. It's so massive. It's gonna sound like I'm sucking this guy's cock, and I'm not trying to do that, but it is important to recognize real when you see it. You know what I mean? And he's playing with Tyron Woodley. Tyron Woodley is not exactly the greatest striker, out there. Granted, Kelvin Gastelum isn't either, but usually I can hold my own and actually do very well against Tyron Woodley players. But the head movement that right there, he rocks me with an uppercut. He's trying to finish me. I'm able to survive right there. The head movement that he was displaying in the fight is just, it's something that it's unlike I've ever seen before. And mind you, I face a guy like Gaming Practitioner who moves his head very, very well. But the head movement that Kenetic was displaying in this fight was really impressive. It really was. It was beautiful to watch. I was fighting him and I was really mesmerized. I was loving every single second of it. So in this round, I am clearly getting lit up. Like I'm eating shots that I usually don't eat. It's like shots that I can usually defend against, and I'm also missing shots like that overhand. You guys see me land that overhand to the body repeatedly against opponents. Against him, I was missing that overhand over and over again, and it was kind of blowing my mind. I really didn't understand why I wasn't able to land it until I watched back the video. And like, it's gonna take a while for you to really understand the way, how much he understands the game mechanics. It's something that you do something long enough, man, you get really good at it. And that's what he displayed in this fight. Also, usually, in kickboxing, they tell you to lead with the jab. You can lead with the straight. That's what I try to do most of the time. But he wasn't leading with the jab all the time. Sometimes he would lead with the jab. Other times he would lead with the overhand. Other time, right there, he led with the overhand after a sway. It's little tiny things like that that really fucks with your timing. Because I'm used to guys leading with jabs. I'm used to guys, throwing the same kind of combination over and over again. And after a while, they develop patterns that you can read. And when you're able to read patterns, you're able to predict what they're gonna do. With a guy like this, there's no prediction. It's just the reaction. You gotta be able to react to what he's doing in real time. And when you're not used to players that are this technical, or can be this technical, as well as elite, it can be really difficult. So in the first round, I'm trying to throw the normal combinations that I usually throw in fights, that usually works for me, but they're not working like they normally do. I'm getting lit up. I mean, look at my face. I'm already bleeding. He's throwing a lot of shots. I don't understand why his stamina was not going down more than I expected it to be going down. But watching back the fight, it's because he was being efficient. He really was. He was moving his head a lot, making me miss a lot. And he was also landing heavy shots. Look at that. He sways and leads with an overhand to the body. It's little things like that that I don't even do, that like when I watch it back, it's like, this is very interesting, and you can definitely learn from it. You know, it's important when you're facing someone that's better than you are, someone that understands the game better than you are. It's always important to look at the fight as a learning experience, and try to learn from what's going on in there. As much as you're trying to win, it's important to also try to see what they're doing, see what is working, and try to emulate that, try to add that to your game. And I will say that this fight really taught me so much. I learned a lot from fighting him once, and I've learned facing a lot of people repeatedly, a lot of so-called high-level PlayStation 4 players. So round number 1, he definitely won that one. Second round, now the one thing you will notice is I'm not throwing a lot of body kicks. I'm trying to box with him, because the way that I look at it is, I felt I could outbox him. I really did. I felt I would be able to beat him with just boxing. My mistake. So I wasn't kicking as much as I usually do, and if you notice, I wasn't, lunging as much. It's part of the deal that we both had before the fight started. We said, okay, I'm not gonna lunge repeatedly over and over again. He's not gonna parry, and then we're just gonna play it. We're gonna play it straight up. We're gonna play it clean and just try to see who's better. And so far, what I'm noticing is just very interesting. I try to land a combination. He stops me in my tracks. I try to see if I can find a clean opening. When I think there's an opening there, it's not. It closes up right away. If I start gaining momentum and I start landing shots, he takes it away right away, and he lands 4 shots in a row. It was just very, very right there. I was able to sway, clean sway, led with the straight hand. He was able to land an overhand after that. It's just, there's a clean understanding of the game right there. These exchanges, I'm not used to those exchanges, because usually right there, that's how my shots usually flow. I can usually flow, my combos. I go straight to the head, followed by the lead, followed by the uppercut. I can usually flow combos like that, but it wasn't flowing. It wasn't flowing. I felt stuck in the mud. I felt way slower than Tyron Woodley, but it wasn't the characters. It was the movement, it was the distance management, it was the head movement, it was the combinations, it was the timing. Specifically, most importantly, it was the timing. That was the biggest difference that I noticed in the fight. And his aggression too was measured. It was a very measured aggression. He was blocking very well. Just very overall, just very impressive performance by him. So right there, I land the body kick, followed by a straight to the head. I go to land a straight. He stops in my tracks with a jab. See, he's moving his head, swaying, coming back up with jab, straight uppercut, leading with shots to the body, following up with head kicks. Just very interesting. Now he's going for leg kicks. He is going for the knee to the body. I mean, look, it's just the way that the shots are starting. It's not always leading with the jab. It's not always leading with the straight. Sometimes he will lead with uppercuts to the body, overhands to the head, overhands to the body. He will lead with the sway. It is so different. I know I've said that a million times. It's sounding like I'm just dick sucking. I'm not trying to do that. It's just, you gotta give respect where respect is due. So right there, I am bleeding my heart out. Kelvin Gastelum is getting his face chewed up with those jab straights. I kind of wish that I kind of wish that that we played this one without the HUD, just to see what it would feel like. It would probably feel way more realistic. But right there, I'm able to land that overhand, that elusive overhand that has been very difficult for me to land. And I'm starting to notice a small pattern with him, just a tiny pattern. He will lead with the overhand to the body and come up with an uppercut. So I'm reading that a little bit. I can kind of see that, but then again, it's not really clear. I feel like it's there, but then it's not there. I see it, it disappears right there. Leads with the uppercut, ends with the uppercut, but then he returns fire and starts going to the legs again. Right there, he lands a nasty head kick. The left side of Kelvin Gastelum's face is just getting busted up. Bruising. Right there, body kick, uppercut. Leading with the jab. Right there, I land that overhand to the body. Blood is just gushing. And I can see that my left hand is getting blown up, yo. It's getting blown up. I have to be careful with that. I have to move and try not to get my block broken, because that is dangerous. So this round is almost over. This is one more round that I believe I definitely lost. Even though I did a little better. I think I did a little better in this round. I was able to land some body kicks. Sorry about that. But definitely lost a round. Clearly, I felt lost a round. Just getting outstruck, man. Getting outstruck. It does not happen frequently. Very rarely do I run into a guy that outstrikes me in this game. And, I find that very interesting. So, round number 2 is over. It is important to note. That I was playing this with real time. The clock was not accelerated. This is real time clock. So the fight it's straight up 25 minutes. It felt like an eternity. It really did. But round number 2 is over. We're gonna wait to get into the third round. Alrighty, round number 3. Here we go. I'm dropping 2 rounds. This is the third round with touch gloves. He leads with the knee. He leads with the knee. Leads with straights to the body, followed by the uppercut. I'm able to land the jab. I'm trying to see if I can start moving just a little bit. See if I can, create some distance in there and maybe work my magic, but still not working. Now remember, the deal was, I cannot lunge too much and he can't parry. So that definitely takes away some of our weapons. But then again, if you have striking skills, if you're good at the game, if you understand the combos, you're not going to need the parry. And you're not going to need to lunge too much either. Like, especially when it comes to backdashing, you won't need to do that too much if you understand the striking system. The main reason why I backdash in this game, and I do it especially against really aggressive opponents, is because I don't want to get hit. Like, it's not even, I don't want to take damage. I don't want them touching me. I don't want them hitting me at all. But in this particular fight, I knew I was going to get hit. I knew I would, because I won't be able to move like I know I can. So I knew I was going to get hit. It was going to be about taking that damage and still doing something with it. That's really how you know, the mark of a good striker in this game. You got to be able to take that damage, and you have to be able to do something with it. So even when you're getting hit, even when you're getting blasted, like right there, I'm starting to pick things up. I'm able to land shots. He returns fire right away, and he starts leading again. Very interesting. But like I was saying, man, with the damage system in this game and the way damage works, you have to be able to take damage and actually do something with it. Create counter opportunities from your opponent's strikes. Right there. Bam. Straight uppercut. Straight. One of my favorite combinations in the game. He's starting to move back a little bit. Very good sway counter right there. Follow with the jab straight. Look at that. It's just I'm missing these shots. And I'm missing these shots thinking to myself, I don't miss shots like this. I don't miss shots like, I mean, look at that. I usually do not miss like that. It's just crazy. I was in there feeling like Dominic Cruz against Cody Garbrandt. I was like, what the fuck? Like, I don't miss. I don't miss. I am usually very, very accurate with my shots. But right there, man, I am straight up missing. Getting lit up. Getting lit up. He's going high-low very, very well. Leading with that straight, followed by the overhand. Bam! I was able to stop him in his tracks with that one. I really timed that one properly. Watching him, he lands a nasty uppercut. Straight to the body, uppercut. Goes for an overhand, able to miss that one. I was able to lunge away from that. I'm trying to see if I can lead with straights, but it's not working. He keeps landing that overhand over the top repeatedly. And I'm sitting there, I'm trying to think my way through the fight, trying to see if there's something that I could do. Just something a little different that I could maybe do in there, you know, to land my combos when I want to land my combos. I mean, he lands 2 knees repeatedly. I go for an overhand. He's able to bypass the overhand with his own overhand. He sways and leads with a lead head kick. I land a nice body kick, good roundhouse to the body. Those are always good. One of my favorite shots in the game. One more roundhouse to the body. I felt I should have thrown more of those. I definitely should have, but I was just trying to stick with boxing, trying to see if I can outbox him. And you know, my boxing's good, if I can say so myself. I feel like my boxing in this game is very, very good. But like I said, man, there's a different level to this, you know, there's a different level to these things in here. Boom, I land that overhand, jab straight. You know, sometimes I would like hit him backwards, make him stumble backwards, but then I don't push forward and maintain that forward pressure. I kind of back up a little bit, and I shouldn't have done that. So right there, I'm able to land a jab uppercut straight. I believe a straight uppercut straight that did damage. He's coming back with some nice combinations. This round is pretty even so far. It feels like it's pretty even. I've landed a few good strikes. He has landed a few good strikes. The stamina is going down a little bit, little by little. I land my body kick. Jab straight. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful jab straight followed by the body kick. He's blocking his body really well. Overhand misses. This round is about to be over. He lands that nasty uppercut. Missed. Goes for the head kick, lands one more head kick, and this round is gonna be over right there. Very good round so far, very good round. Things are getting heated up. Things are definitely getting heated up, and we're gonna wait and get into the 4th round right away. Alrighty, here we go, round number 4. This round is almost over. Round number 4. I mean, this fight is almost over, I meant to say. But let me know in the comment section, especially those of you that come to my channel from Xbox. I know a lot of you have probably ran into Kenetic Energy. What do you think about the guy? I mean, it is basically common knowledge that he's the best player in the game. When the game first came out, it was Tweety. It was Tweety the Bird, but no one knows where the hell Tweety is. He kind of just disappeared a little bit. Tweety he has been the best at these games for a very, very long time, but EA Sports UFC 2 was different. I mean, like I said, he was the best when it first came out, but I think the game kind of, either he outgrew the game, he got sick of the game, got tired of the game, and just decided to move on, or it just, you know, just better players started to emerge. That's probably what happened. But at the moment, yep, at the moment it is Kenetic. It is Kenetic, and when you face him, you can tell. You can definitely tell how good he is. There's no denying that. You know, I can criticize his style, his play style, but you know, there's no denying at all that he understands the way the game works. He definitely does. So right there, he is blowing up my block. I can feel my left block getting destroyed. And right there, I'm slowly but surely starting to go into survival mode. Like I'm starting to feel it. I'm starting to feel it. Usually I do very, very well in the later rounds, in deep waters, when both parties barely have any stamina. Then again, man, that's also how you know really good players. They do very, very well when you have low stamina. They can do incredible amounts of damage, very short periods of time. Right there, he hurts me again, rocks me with the head kick. He's trying to break my block. Now moving backwards, trying to survive this barrage of combos. He goes with the head kick. Got to protect that block. The second you realize that your block is about to be broken, you need to move. You need to stop engaging, move, try to recover as much as you possibly can. So he keeps throwing shots to the left side of my body repeatedly, over and over again. He's going to keep going for that head kick. He's going to keep going for the leg kick repeatedly. I land that nasty overhand body kick, miss that one. Head kick is probably coming. If I remember correctly, right there, head kick is coming. Right there, lands a head kick as I was lunged into that one. Lands a head kick again. He's landing that head kick over and over again. Every chance he gets, trying to break that block. It's not easy to prevent your block from being broken, especially against someone that understands the way the game works. It's not easy at all. And I'm sitting here missing body kicks. Like, it's just crazy. I don't usually miss body kicks. I can usually time body kicks very well. And now he's landing that nice long calf kick from Tyron Woodley. Landing a straight uppercut straight. I should be pushing forward right here, but I'm not for some reason. I guess I'm scared of having my block broken. Also pretty apprehensive with the head movement. He's moving his head very well, and he's finding a lot of combinations from that head movement, which is very good. Goes for that head kick one more time. They throw a few combos, back up, trying to recover. This round is almost over. Land that nasty overhand to the body. I'm trying to land that shot as much as I possibly can. But he's reading that I'm looking for that overhand, and because of that, he's opening up with uppercuts as much as he possibly can and going for that overhand too, which is a nasty shot. Boom, I landed. Trying to push him backwards a little bit. Miss. Leg kick. Body kick one more time. He's swaying back as soon as he's done throwing. Land that body kick again. I feel like I'm doing a little good, not too good, but I'm doing decent in this fight. Trying to see if I can rock him with something. Now he's mixing up combos to the head and body to see if he can rock me again. So far, he has rocked me twice in this fight now. I land the overhand body kick. Trying to see if I can mix in some combinations in there. This fight is so good so far. Watching this thing back, man, I forgot how good this fight was. Lands a head kick. Round is almost over. Body kick. Leg kick. He's going to go for a head kick. I believe he's going to look for that head kick. Right there, looks for a head kick. Trying to break that block. That long straight by Tyron Woodley. That shot is longer than I imagined. Swaying back, returning fire with the straight. Over and over again. Lands a nasty overhand. Jab straight, uppercut straight. My block is being broken. He lands an overhand, goes for a head kick, and this round is going to be over right there. Pretty good round, pretty good round. We're about to jump into the fifth and final round, the championship rounds. I'll see you guys shortly. Alrighty, here we go. Fifth and final round of the fight. Tyron Woodley versus Kelvin Gastelum, Martial Mind versus Kenetic Energy. This was a very good fight. It really was. And like I always say, man, I would rather lose every single fight that I'm involved in from now until EA Sports UFC 3 comes out than face players who play the game unrealistically. You know, I derive no joy in it. I have more fun in getting my ass whooped against a player who plays the game in a realistic way than someone who, you know, throws unrealistic combinations, you know, out there and just plays the game like it's a mess. You know what I mean? Just constant parries, just a complete utter nonsense messy fight. I can't stand those kinds of players. This is what brings me joy when I play this game. Like every time I face a player that plays the game like this, that plays it like this, it brings me joy. You know, I can't express that enough. So in this round, you know, I felt like if it were to go to a decision, I'm definitely gonna lose. Probably gonna lose a 30-27. That's what the fight felt like. Because I mean, I was getting lit up on the feet. I was getting hit with repeated significant strikes over and over again. I think he was able to actually land more shots. And right there, I missed a perfect opportunity to counter that head kick. I go for my own head kick, probably the only head kick I've actually thrown in this fight. And, you know, the one thing you'll notice is that he is using more of his weapons. He really was, while I was mostly sticking with boxing. And when I do throw kicks, it's mostly body kicks. So I wasn't throwing all of my weapons. I wasn't using all my weapons like I was supposed to. And that really hindered me in the fight a lot. And I was noticing that while watching. I mean, look at him. He's throwing everything. He's throwing leg kicks. He's going for head kicks. He's going for the knees to the body. He's going for overhands. He was literally using all of Tyron Woodley's weapons, and that makes him way more effective in the fight in there. He goes for an overhand. I believe I have rocked him right there. I rocked him right there. I'm like, oh my God, can I finish the fight? Actually denied a clinch attempt, and I'm just moving forward, trying to see if I can get this guy out of here. Push him forward. Land that body punch. Nothing. I land another one. Can I get him out of there? Beautiful. Land the body kick. Can I get him out of there? Nope, nothing. He returns fire right away, and he's gonna recover. I am unable to finish him. Man, I drew blood. I drew blood in that round. Rocked him. Man, all I needed was maybe 2 more overhands to the body, maybe 1 more body kick or something. Maybe I would have been able to drop him. But that didn't work out. That didn't work out, and there goes my only chance of actually finishing this fight or winning this fight, because I knew I definitely had to finish the fight to be able to win. So he goes for a stepping knee. I'm pushing forward, trying to see if I can find a clean opening to land something. Man, there's nothing. Goes for a leg kick. That body kick, that body knee right there, leg kick, landing a leg kick every single chance he gets. Still significant strikes repeatedly, trying to make sure that he stays ahead in the scorecards. Blocking his body very well. That overhand keeps doing an incredible amount of damage. He's pushing forward. I mean, if you can see right there, my left hand is getting blown up. My head is red, just completely red. All it's gonna take for him now is just a few shots, and he's gonna be able to get me out of there. And he's landing them, man. He's landing them. I'm trying to see if I can protect myself while also returning fire. Drops me right there, and the fight is over. That was a very realistic sequence right there. I went for a punch to the body. He led with the overhand and finished the fight. Very good. Let's see if they can show that in the replay. Watch that. Punch to the body. Bam! Overhand. I love that finish. I really love that finish. The way it played out so realistically. Just so realistically. You go for it straight to the body. Over the top with that overhand. Watch that one more time. Bam! Nasty. Nasty. He barely has any stamina left. And Kelvin Gastelum is knocked out cold. So that's the fight. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think about the fight. Thank you to Kenetic Energy for the fight and for teaching me quite a bit in the fight. Really appreciate it. I'm going to get more fights with the guy, and I'm going to post it. And with every fight that I have with him, I'm going to learn something. Absolutely, definitely will learn something. But that's it. I'm going to get out of here. Hope you guys enjoyed that. I will see you in the next one. Be safe, guys, and keep yourself safe.